20 kilometres south of Rotorua, the Department of Conservation is undertaking an annual census, monitoring rare geothermal wetland ferns.
Okay, so that's nzherald, that's the thermal.
Known mainly for its hot pools, the Waikite Valley is home to several species of unique and endangered ferns which bask in the warmth of the spring-fed Otumakokore stream.
This is even more rare than a wetland which isn't geothermal, because you've got this additional heat dynamic going on, which is resulting in not only a range of geothermal fern species, but also some unique geothermal features which occur here. So good examples of geothermal wetlands are extremely rare. Obviously, geothermal is restricted to the Rotorua Taupo, the volcanic zone, so they don't occur throughout the country.
Their success is largely due to a helping hand from volunteers and dock rangers, ensuring these plants, native to Aotearoa, are set up for success.
Improving the condition of the wetland, but also about improving the condition of several of the nationally threatened geothermal fern species which occur along the Otumakokore stream here, which flows through the wetland. There's essentially 4 threatened fern species here: Cyclosaurus, soft fern or cristella, thermal ladder fern, nzherald, and another species called hyperlepis. Essentially they're all geothermal fern species, so they're like a warm climate. Where they tend to occur is they're only restricted to geothermal areas.
But it is a painstaking and time-consuming process, manually counting each live frond.
I got 6.
We do an annual census at this time of year, in January every year. We basically count the entire length of stream and count every individual live frond of these 4 key geothermal threatened species that we monitor. And we do that every year, and it takes us 2 days to do it, and it's basically a matter of going through and counting every single live frond. So we end up with, at the end of the days, several thousand fronds in recent years, so it's quite a band. It involves very carefully walking up and down the stream on both sides with 2 counters and a recorder, and counting everything that we can see of those particular species.
The 13-hectare wetland on the Waikite Valley Reserve was once farmland, but for more than a decade, DOC has been on a restoration mission which includes pest and weed control.
There's a lot of opportunity for other parties to continue the restoration work downstream, but in terms of the work within the reserve, we've done the bulk of it, and also we've raised water levels, but most of the work here is largely done, but we need to continue to maintain it. Obviously, animal pest control, weed control is an ongoing job, and it's probably never going to end in reality.
Cashmore, also part of the Rotorua Botanical Society, is very happy with the programme's progress.
It varies from site to site and from species to species, but yeah, there's been a very large increase in most species, some more than others. The bird populations, the fauna populations are looking healthy from what we can see, and the geothermal fern species is looking really good too. I would probably say something like 5 to 10 times as many.
While the bulk of the work in the area is now pest and weed maintenance, there's still uncertainty as to what the future holds with climate change and extreme weather events.
This is a very frost-prone site here. We get really hard frosts here in Waikite, and if it's warmer in winter, that means going to mean less frost, which potentially means our fern species will not be getting nipped off by the frost quite so bad in winter, but it's a two-edged sword. It also means that a lot of the weed species, which do get knocked back temporarily in winter, won't get hit as hard. So potentially it means they'll have longer growing seasons and the ability to have more of an impact in terms of competition with our native species. It's a bit unknown, but I think those potentially some of the big issues we're going to have. More weed species, longer growth seasons, and hopefully not, but more heavy rainfall events leading to high stream levels and possible erosion and those type of things.
Violet French, Local Focus.